person is moving, and the things are moving backward. Dad, the trees are green in color and run backward very fast. Is your son having any problems? Why is he behaving very differently? A friend from the group made fun of him and shouted, "His son is mad, I think." The father of the young boy with patience replied to the friend group, "My son was born blind. Only a few days before he was operated and got the vision. He is seeing various things in his life for the first time." The young friends became very quiet and apologized to his father and son.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to my beloved lecturer and to all my friends. My name is Nurjana Humaira binti Jamalulail and I'm from BA 1183D. So today I'm going to share with you guys my persuasive speech, which is why we should think before we speak.
Have you ever felt regret or relief after saying something to someone? Each alphabet in think has its own meaning, which is T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? And K, is it kind? So, all the questions are made for us to think about all these things before we speak to anyone. Maybe some of us do not care about this matter at all. So today, I'm going to share with you guys the reason why we should think before we speak. I will talk about the reasons why we should think before we speak. The first one is words can hurt. Secondly, words reflect who we are. And lastly, words affect other people's action. Firstly, words can hurt. We never know some words we say may hurt someone. For us, it is just a joke, but for them, it is something that will make them down and sad. There are two categories of people. The first one is someone who constantly think about their words before they speak. And the second is the harsh type that says whatever comes to mind without considering the impact on those around them. Many problems are caused by words in this modern era, whether in real life or on social media. People nowadays like caring about others and offering their comments and opinions to strangers, such as, "You need to diet, your food is not healthy. Why are you taking this course? This course has no future." However, all these statements may come from our family and relatives, upsetting us much more. Others will encourage us to not think about those words and to live our lives on our own. It is difficult to ignore what others have said about us. We will think about all the time since we believe we are not good enough. We are insecure, depressed, and sad, and some of people who do not have enough support will engage in risky behavior such as attempting suicide or taking drugs. As a result, it is really important that we carefully consider our words before speaking to others, as we never know what will happen to them as a result of our words, and we also do not want to be hurt by others' words. Next, we will cover the second point, which is words reflect who we are. Words are not only words, they reveal our true nature. Words can determine our character and personality, and of course, we want people to see us as a good person, not a rude person. How do words reflect you? Some people may not agree with this point because some may say, "Don't judge a book by its cover." But if you see others' point of view, you will see how words reflect ourselves. Some example, we can tell if someone is an extrovert if they talk a lot. We can determine how insensitive a person is by how they react a serious situation with jokes. We can tell if someone is bragging about their belongings if they continue to do so. We can learn more about a person, their beliefs, and their outlooks by observing the many forms and topics in which they interact. The way we speak reveals our personalities, outgoingness, and thought processes. From informal chats to formal presentation, the words we choose as well as our tone and style convey far more about us than we might think. Lastly, we will cover the last main point. Words can affect others people's actions. Words affect others people's actions. Words carry so much more weight than we may realize. They can have a long-term impact on people, giving them a courage to pursue a goal, or giving them yet another reason to give up. Most people are unaware that what they say has potential to influence others' behavior. For example, if the parents never praise their children even once, the child may think that they are unworthy. Their self-esteem will drop and they will be hesitant to try new activities because they will believe that they are worthless. Another example is your hobby is drawing. You enjoy it, but you are shy to show it to others. Your friend, on the other hand, noticed your drawing one day and commented on how great it was. As a result, you gain confidence and want to show off your artwork to everyone, with the possibility of turning your passion into a small business. It can happen to anyone in everyday life, whether it is friend, family, member, stranger, on social media, or even on a billboard. When you go on holiday, you will see many billboards on highways, right? And trust me, you actually have at least one time been affected with those advertising on billboard. Now, I have covered the 3 main points for persuading people to think before they speak. After this, you will understand why we need to think before we speak and what the effects can be if we do not. So, let us recap what the main points are. The first is words can hurt. Next is words reflect who we are. And lastly, words affect other people's action. In a nutshell, this topic is important for people to understand in today's society. This can help to avoid misunderstandings and problems in our surroundings, since many people in the present era have communication issues with their surroundings, which worsens the situations. By giving this speech, I hope that people will be more thoughtful of others in their conversations, and that if you do not have anything pleasant to say, you should keep silent.